Ha ha ha! I thought I would do the little Norsca laugh there. Hello everybody, how's it going? Superfiend here, and welcome back to our Total War Norsca campaign. Or I should say Wintertooth is more accurate because we are the Wintertooth faction. Let's see here, Bretonia and Baston, I'm sticking with Baston. They have confederated, and the Goromadni tribe, they're over here, they have been destroyed. And what do we got going on? Let's see, we're making 1,000 per turn. We got 14.5 in our treasury. We recently confederated with Wulfric. And we got Ormgrim, and Throgg. So we needed to recruit with Throgg because we got the Skull Takers. The Savage Orcs are down here somewhere, and they're going to start heading north and probably attack us. And is this guy... This is our sorcerer. I thought he was in Throgg's army. No, I guess not. He probably just didn't have the movement. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this lone wolf, and we're going to go ahead and settle Greyling Moot. And we're going to spend that money, and that sucks. But what we get out of it, let's go ahead and start building. And, oh, do we want to go ahead and spend some population on this? Do any of these give population? Okay, the anchor, the port gives growth. And what about any of these? Any growth? Does this give growth? Okay, so upgrading the main building also grants growth. That's a nice change from some of the other campaigns where the only way to get growth is by deploying heroes or building literal growth buildings. So because we get so much growth in here, I think we're going to go ahead... Well, what else do we get? Is it just the garrison that changes? Okay, so we get some Marauder... We get a slightly better garrison. We get Marauder Berserkers, we get Norscan Ice Trolls, Marauders with great weapons. It will grant +1 Chaos Corruption, although I don't think we care about that up here. And a whopping 15 income. You know, we'll go ahead. We'll do it anyways. Whatever. And we're going to go ahead and take Throgg and set him right over here. And we're going to put the Sorcerer in Throgg's army. And which of these guys is higher level? They're the same. So let's go ahead and take this guy. And let's go looking for the Savage Orcs because we don't want to get surprised. They're down here, and we'll go ahead and deploy so we can get some experience this turn. And we're going to go ahead and recruit with Throgg. What do we want? Marauder Hunters? Savage Orcs. Savage Orcs is what we're up against. So, you know, I think what we want is Missile Cavalry. I think that's what we want. And some javelins. We've already got some. So let's go ahead and get Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. Those are 600, and they're pretty expensive upkeep-wise. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. And really, that's kind of all we can do. We want to go ahead and... Let's see. I guess we could disband this guy. And where's Inger? Do we still have Inger? Or am I crazy? We got Wulfric, Surtha Ek. What happened to Inger? Did Inger die in this campaign? I have no idea. I can't remember. Alright, well, forget it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to disband this guy. We don't need him. Okay. And, in fact, you know, why don't we... Well, actually, Public order. Ooh, okay. Can we go into a raiding stance and still recruit? We can. Okay. Minus 28. Good. Because we want to be killing rebellions. I could have sworn that we had another high-level lord. Am I crazy? I must be crazy. I must be crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and watch one of the older videos to figure out what the hey happened. Okay, and then if we spend 3,000, we can get armored skin wolves. And what else do we get? We can get an... So is that an extra hero? I don't think it is. Ooh, armored. 70. This guy's pretty good. I don't think we need the armored skin wolves. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to end turn. That's a quick turn. Okay, so we got the dwarves. They're over here maneuvering around. We need to get back on our feet, and we need to... There we go. There's Inger. Okay, I'm not crazy. Good grief. Armor. -10 for all units. Minus speed. Well, we don't really have a lot of armor to begin with, so let's go ahead and just take the armor penalty. Okay, and there they are. Can assault units, assassinate. And what do they got? Oh man, they got a ton of Savage Orc Boar Boys. That's not very good, because those are anti-large, and being large is kind of our special... Oh no, they're anti-infantry. So maybe we'll be okay. Oh, it's the big ins that are anti-large. Okay, so we're good. Let's go ahead and get 2 more of those, and let's see. Anti-large, frenzy, regeneration. So how do I wonder how the skin wolves would fare against the Savage Orc Boar Boys? Okay, and then there's these guys. So let's see. The throwing axes have less range, and less ammunition, but probably more damage. Slightly more damage. And armor piercing. So. And this is probably firewall moving. Yep. And the Marauder Horsemasters. No, I was looking at those. These guys, the Marauder Horsemen. They also have missiles. They all have missiles. Do we not have any, like, anti-cavalry? Alright, so what we're going to do is I think we're going to pick up some spearmen for the Savage Orc Boar Boys. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. And we're not going to do anything with him. Okay. So now there's a second Savage Orc army. Oh boy, Kislev, look at them. They're huge. They're going to declare war. Okay. Oh, they're going for Pack Ice Bay. Shoot. Okay, Abundance of Iron. Minus upkeep for all units. Yes. That's huge. And let's see. I think we kind of got to go after these guys. I don't know if we're going to be strong enough to take them in a fight. But we're going to try. And let's see. Public order is at 10. Yeah. Okay, can we recruit anything over here? Kind of can't. And where are they going? Pack Ice Bay. What's their garrison look like? I don't want it to get raised, but I don't want to lose it. And we got some technology. Okay, so all of these are suddenly looking really good. Let's go ahead and get the Monster Hunter thing, though. I'd like to be able to see what we can do with that. And we'll embed this hero here. Okay, and we're just going to kind of hope that these guys turn back towards Throgg. Boy, they're getting a lot from raiding, aren't they? Oh boy. So the more I play this campaign, the more I think that all that battling up in the north with the other tribes was a real waste of time. It's too late to take it back now. All we can do is live and learn. Okay, so let's see if this guy will turn back and fight me. And we're not in our territory, so we can't get that last unit. And I don't want to recruit anybody over here, so... Oh boy, and then we got Kislev right here. Oh boy. We are in trouble, I think. This is bad news bears. And the dwarves are going to be coming through here. It's not going to take them very long. So I'm just trying to think. Now let's get the growth. How many turns do we got? They're way over here. So it's going to take them a little while, so maybe we'll be able to pop Inger up over here and defend it. Maybe not, I don't know. Inger's almost got his War Mammoth, and when he gets that Throgg and Inger together, I think would be probably pretty formidable. And what are we up against? We're not going to win this, so... Oh boy. And yeah. And are we gonna be able to catch him? No. Maybe. Is this enough to catch him? Come on. Oh boy. Okay. Damage buildings, damage buildings. That's fine. No, we're never going to be able to catch them. Okay. It's going to be craziness just trying to go and catch up without minus 20 growth. Come on. So I think what we're going to do instead, this is a fool's errand. Let's take one of these guys and just go scout over here, right? We need some money, and that's why we're scouting, so that we don't stumble into that and that. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? These guys are gonna come up here and they're just gonna sack everything until I can catch them. And I absolutely can't catch them, and I absolutely can't afford to buy a bunch of stuff. What can we recruit in this building, or in this province? Anything? No. So we can't even like bring Inger up over here and get some decent units. But we can over here. The question is just going to be, which way are the Savage Orcs going to go? And we don't know yet. They're going to go to Serpent Jetty or... Vanna Mountains, that's a lost cause. Nothing we can do there. And so now we got to figure out, okay, yeah, let's, oh, they want peace, huh? Well, too bad. We're not going to give it to them. We got to figure out what we're going to do for some money. Where are we going to go and where are we going to get our money? We need to really sack some settlements. Okay, so Troll Fjord, and that's going to be gone. Yeah, we're going to come all the way up here because we're going to kill these guys. At least we're going to do that much, I think. Okay, and 32 walls and 1,500. Oh man, we're not gonna have any money. Okay, unlocks level 2 monster hunts. Recruit for all Norscan, giant frostworm, melee attack for all skin wolf, ice wolves. I think we want this one. It doesn't unlock monster hunts though, but I think we want the better trolls. Okay. I want to wait and see which way those the skull takers are going to go before we bring Inger back up. But I think we're going to try to counter them with Inger, but we got to let them kind of raise our stuff over here, which sucks, but it's just kind of all we can do until we manage to sack some settlements and get like a 20 or 30,000 in our treasury. Can't do anything. So okay, Bretonia and Lioness, Might of the Wolves, recruitment cost, melee attack, charge bonus. I guess we'll do the wolf obedience. Oh come on. So these guys raised this, and they can only move up to about here. So yeah, boy, this is really hit or miss. Where do we resurrect our buddy Inger at? Is it going to be Serpent Jetty or is it going to be Grayling Moot? They're suffering attrition. Okay, let's just wait another turn and see what happens. I imagine Kislev's going to pop in over here and raise Pack Ice Bay, too. Okay, so they went south, so that's actually good. And let's see. I need to go get some money. Now, I could try sitting in an ambush stance for a turn or two. Can we actually move through here? I don't know that we can. Let's take one of these guys again. Oh, man, they can't move anywhere. You gotta get out of the north with Throgg and sack something, but Kislev is strong. Okay, let's just cruise along. Let's just cruise along the shoreline here and see if we can't find a nice squishy target, right? And that's what we're gonna try to do. So it looks like Kislev is going to wipe out Middenland. That's why they want peace with us, because they're dying. Okay, Skull Takers are coming back down towards Pack Ice Bay. That's fine. They can sack it. I don't care. And those guys are cruising that way. Minus 10. God, these are terrible. All right, lost armor. Okay, so if we cruise over here with this guy, right? What's this end up looking like? Okay, so we're going to cruise all the way down here with Throgg. And we'll pop this guy back in here. I have no idea where the Kislev armies are. There are 2 of them, and they're very strong. Has this got walls or anything? No. So we could maybe pop out of here and sack this, and then like cruise this way and dodge Kislev, but I don't know. And I don't want to build any buildings up here, really. Yeah, 3,200. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get that one. I don't want to spend that money, but if we're not going to be recruiting troops, I think we want to get that settlement built up because it's our only settlement that's worth anything at all. All the other ones are just garbage. Okay. Can we just attack this on this turn? Are we able to? Let's see. Okay, we are. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to auto-resolve this. Okay, this could turn things around for us. So, yep, there's that 20, 30,000 that I was hoping to get. And, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Now, the big question here becomes, where are their armies, right? So we need to cruise over this way and scout, and we need to cruise over this way and scout. And Throgg's got like no movement left. So let's see. This looks like a dead end. Once you move up into here, you can't get out. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go into a raiding stance. And what is this? Okay, Salzenmund looks like a good target. Doesn't have much of a garrison. So we're going to head towards that. And everything's good here. Now we got another point with Throgg. Okay. All we need is some money, and then like we'll be good. Unit experience for all recruits. Lightning strike. I don't want lightning strike, but I just get the feeling it's going to be useful coming up here. Let's go ahead and we'll do the healing and the upkeep reduction, and then we'll do 2 more into the upkeep reduction, and then we'll get the spawn of chaos, and that'll be pretty good. And how are we doing up here? So that's building. Let's go ahead and drop the money on that. Skull Takers are still here. I don't know where the other Skull Taker army is. Okay, so we basically need to sack this on the next turn and then get Inger up recruiting. And then Inger can get his War Mammoth and protect whatever Hellspire Mountains. That's what that province is called. And darn. All right. So that does not look like a good target anymore. This now looks like a good target. And the question is, can we get there before Kislev can get there? So let's cruise over here. And we'll keep cruising. Yeah, we're gonna force march all the way down here. We need to sack this if we can. And I think we'll be able to get there on the next turn. I think we'll be okay. And what about up here? Can we build? Not yet. Oh, okay. Ice Blooded Bath. Recruitment cost, weapon strength. Yeah, let's get that. Okay. We just need to kind of get some treasury and get on our feet with a second army up here, and then we're going to be okay. Okay, these guys are actually coming down into this territory, so that's good. And we've got no income per turn. It's absolute garbage. Looks like we can go ahead and lay siege to this. So this is good. And then we can go up there and get the other one. Continue siege. Let's get our wolves in here. Okay, we're going to come back and fight that in just a moment. I'm kind of wondering, do we want to get Inger up, put him in a raiding stance, and just get a couple units in it? Because we get good money from doing that. And I think the answer is yes. And what do we want here? We want let's just get one unit of Marauder Horsemen. Okay. And now we're really hurting, so we're gonna have to do some good things with Throgg over here. And let's not forget to do them. I almost ended the turn. All right, let's go ahead and just fight this to just see, you know, how do we do against your typical Empire settlement with a basic garrison? Because I don't know, and we don't really have a lot of great units here. I mean, we got some monsters. Well, the Mammoth is good, but I'm not certain how well we're going to be able to do this. I think we should be okay. Okay, let's gamble. Okay, so we got the Sorcerer. That's good. That's terrible. Okay, so these guys got Vanguard. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to split up our units here. Because the AI will split their force in half if we do that. And we'll just take Throgg and this guy. Okay, so we got lots of trees over here that we can hide in. And I think we're going to put most of our infantry here in these trees. What's up with these guys? Can't hide? These guys can't hide? No, they can. Why are they having a hard time hiding? There it is. And let's see. Let's get our trolls. And our sorcerer here. Okay, so that's interesting. So they put halberdiers over there. Fine. Okay, and what are the wonderful spells that we have here? We have all of them. And so what's going to be the hardest thing to kill is probably the... are these the great swords? I think they are. They look like great swords. And I don't know what their leadership or anything is. And I'm finding it curious that they can see stuff over here. How do they see them? It's supposed to be hidden. Okay, let's see if our horsemen over here will fire on them and do some good, do some damage. Alright, so Throgg is going to be first into the mix here. And what would we do? Minus leadership. I think minus armor. And let's get our sorcerer. Where'd he go? Minus armor. Okay, let's get our dogs in here. And we'll get the mammoth and Throgg. The general will get the werekin and the trolls. Where's our other trolls? We're missing a unit of the trolls. Where are these guys? On the handgunners. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and strong versus character. This is the one that's strong versus a unit. I want to cast this on the halberdiers. Okay. Guys are absolutely tearing everything up, and they buffed everything. What's this? Melee attack, speed, vigor. Barf on these guys. Let's look at our stuff here. Melee attack up to 64. Leadership was pretty high. Yeah, this is... Okay, so we're just going to crush everything in here, right? Okay. What hasn't fled yet? What's still hanging around? These guys? They're broken. They're broken. Okay, so let's cruise back over here. Alright, we got some halberders. That's what it is. Okay, and we'll get our horsemen inside. Okay, let's get Throgg over here. These dog units. Alright, so we got handgunners and a bunch of stuff up there. Alright, so we're going to charge in with Throgg. Yeah, these guys are coming back. They won't stick around for very long. At least that's my guess. Okay, let's take the dogs and the werekin. Let's bring them over here. Okay, let's charge in with Throgg. Where's our sorcerer? And we'll debuff everything in there. And then let's get the mammoth and everything else. Throgg is taking lots of damage. So we'll get that potion of toughness. And we'll just wait till all of his allies come in. There we go. Crushed them. And before we end the battle, we're just going to let Throgg's health regenerate from the potion. Wait till it stops moving. Or we could just let, I think his troll regeneration will get him back up to full too. So we'll wait. See if it goes up anymore. Let's look at Throgg's kill count. Not very high. Alright, good enough. So hopefully we should get some decent income out of sacking this settlement. And then we can get some more recruitment with Inger. And get some rebellions going up there in the Hellspire Mountains, and then have a pretty nice source of constant income. That's the plan. Okay, 9,000. That's good. I'll take it. Take the 9,000. And can we turn around and raise it on the same turn? Will it let us? I don't think it will. I think it's going to say establish outpost or do nothing. Oh boy. I don't know. Let's establish the outpost. I don't really think this is, that worth it to do. But what I wanted to see is income from sacking settlements, all forces in adjacent regions. Okay, so now when we go and we sack elsewhere, we get more money. That's kind of nice. And then this is Aarongrad. One of these might be you have to hold Aarongrad. Nope. Maybe it's just mostly starting cities. That's probably what it is starting cities. That's fine. So, Throgg is in there. He's looking okay. Do we want to go ahead and get the guard check? What do we get? What does this have already? It starts off level 2. So we got the champions, Marauder Spearmen, Marauders, Marauder Hunters. It's only 500. At the highest level, we get the Mammoth. We never get walls. Nope, we never get walls here. I guess we should get the guard shack, and then since we have all this extra money now, we should come up here and Let's get I want to get these guys, but they're so expensive. Okay, I think Throgg is going to be able to keep us afloat. Let's go ahead and get let's get 3 units of the Berserkers. Okay, that's what we're going to recruit instead. And it's going to be expensive, but we're going to be able to sack and stuff over here with Throgg, and we're going to be okay. Alright, Ritualistic Fury. This guy's got a chariot, so let's go ahead and... yeah, let's get his melee attack. Okay. And let's see if the AI has any surprises for us. I hope they don't. Peace treaty for 1,200. Wintertooth, Von Karstein. They've got 1 settlement left, so they're going to get wiped out. So taking the 1,200 is a smart decision campaign-wise. Not very realistic, lore-wise, but the money's important to us right now. Okay, Bloody Blades, melee attack for all forces. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to spend 1,000 and upgrade that? I don't know. Why are you not... let's see. Public order minus 30. Public order minus 30. Okay, so I think the raiding camp is better. Ooh. We actually get quite a decent amount of income from this settlement for Norsca. Let's go ahead and get just 1 more unit of the Berserkers. And, okay, so here. Growth, research rate. And this is walls. We get a Marauder Chariot. Interesting. What else would we get? Income from raiding. I'm still not fully familiar with all the wonderful buildings that Norsca has. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to spend the money and get this income from raiding building. And we're going to go ahead and spend the money for these walls. But not yet for this. Not yet for that. Okay, and then... okay, these guys... you know what? I think we can get up here and sack this and come back. Let's try that. Okay, we're not going to bother fighting this out. Okay, 5,000, yes. And then we're going to force march our way. Oh, let's see. Now, this is going to have a big garrison, right? No. Oh, do we want to go over and sack this stuff too? I mean, how much do we really care about Eringrad? This takes 2 turns. This guy's going to be here before that. Okay, let's see what's over here with one of these guys. We'll scout it out. Nothing. Okay. So let's head over with Throgg. And what were we getting here? We're going to get the... this is going to be 15% upkeep. Look at that. Huge. It just reduced our upkeep by half. That's enormous. Okay. Okay, they're going to get there before we can recruit anything. Would it be worth it to put a really strong Wolfric in here? Wolfric's pretty strong, and yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so with all that extra money we got, and we got these 2 settlements, I don't know what the dwarves are doing. Let's see if we can get Thimir. How do we recruit Thimirs? What do we need? Building browser. Let's look at Varg Camp. Is this a Thimir? don't know what it is. Maybe it's one of these. No, these are all sorcerers. Okay, here we go. So we need this. So if we go to Varg Camp. Okay, so it's the troll building. And then we can recruit the Thimir. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get that in here. And what does this thing do? These are walls. 2,000. Okay. Let's go ahead and start upgrading this. And let's go ahead and go back over here and upgrade the walls. I don't know that the settlements actually get walls, though. I'm a little confused by that. And then let's... 1800 here, and we're not going to upgrade that yet. Oops. Okay. So I think we're kind of looking okay. The north looks like utter crap. It's all destroyed. Forget these guys. Who cares? The Hellspire Mountains, I'm concerned about. That Varg Camp one, I'm a little concerned about. I'm not so concerned with Pack Ice Bay. Not so concerned. Okay, here we go. And what did he do? He didn't do anything. Interesting. He stayed where he was. Okay, let's go get some more money with Throgg. They got 3 units of great swords, though. A little bit stronger. And let's see. This guy's got a point. Where would we put it? Missile resistance, I think, is good. And before we go and fight that battle, what we're going to do is come over here and we'll spend the money. We'll upgrade this. Now we're basically broke. So I really hope that... And look at these guys. They practically destroyed themselves sacking our stuff. Okay, I really hope that we get a lot of money from this thing over here. And is this all the Empire has left? It really kind of looks that way, huh? No, they still got Altdorf. So maybe they confederated all this in here. It's hard to say. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this battle up. We will come back and fight it in the next episode. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and have yourself a great afternoon.